going to discuss about motion. So if I ask you, do you think I am in motion? So most of the students will say no, sir. And if I ask you, the fan of the room in which you are sitting and watching me, the fan is in motion or not? So you will say yes, sir, fan is in motion. So how will you differentiate that I am not in motion but the fan of your room is in motion? So definitely there is some criteria. On the basis of that, we decide that something is in motion or not. So if I come to the basic definition, most of the students will say motion is movement. So the basic definition of motion, you can say the movement, but this is not a perfect definition. So what will be the perfect definition of motion? So for example, say, just think about that. Why you are saying I am not in motion? And why are you saying that the fan of your room is in motion? What is going in your mind? The basic thing that must go in your mind, I am not in motion because you are watching me standing at one place. And why you think that the fan of your room is in motion? Because you are saying that the blades of the fan is continuously rotating. This means, in your mind what is going, that sir is in rest because sir is not changing their position. And the fan is in motion because the blades of the fan is continuously changing its position. This means to decide that an object is in motion or not, we have to understand about the position of the object. So we can say that if position of object changes, if position of object changes with respect to time, it is called means if the position of object is changing with respect to time, then it is in motion. And if I ask you what do you think about rest, so definitely you will say that the position of object is not changing. So we can write here, if position of object does not change with respect to time, it is called a rest. So basically you can understand, if the object is changing its position, then it is in motion, and if the object is not changing its position, it is in rest. Again and again I am using one word, again and again I am using one word, that is position. So we must understand what this means by. What is the meaning of this word position? For example, if I ask you, what is your position in your room? So you must say, I am at the center of the room, I am in the east of the room, I am in the west of the room, I am in the north of the room, I am in the south of the room. So definitely what you say about the position. If I ask you what is your position in your room where you are sitting, so you have many options. Either you will say I am at the center of the room, or you will say I am at the north of the room, or you will say I am in the north south of the room. So if I draw this diagram that you must have seen before, if I draw this diagram, up is north, south, east, west, and you can say this is the origin. And if a person is sitting here, then I will say this person is in the east. from the origin. And if a person is sitting here, then I will say the person is on the west with respect to origin. This means position is derived from with respect to always origin. Position is always derived with respect to origin. Means if you are talking about the position of any object, if you are talking about position of any object, you must define the origin. Unless you have defined the origin, you can't say about the position. Position with respect to what? Position with respect to origin. And here in physics, this origin is a new thing that is called reference frame. For now, you don't have to go in detail of reference frame. You just understand reference frame means a frame in which position is determined by with respect to origin. So what is position? Position is a place with respect to origin. What is position? Position is a place with respect to origin. For example, a person in the east, I will say a person is in the east with respect to origin. If a person is in the west, I will say a person is in the west with respect to origin. So what is position? Position is the place with respect to origin. What is position?